Welcome to part 7 in this module on leading change. We're now talking through John Kotter's 8 principles of how to be a good change leader. We just finished by talking about the first principle in leading change, which is to create a sense of urgency or motivation for people to change. And now we're going to go ahead and talk about the second principle from Kotter, which is called building a guiding coalition. So what does it mean to build a guiding coalition? Well, basically, Kotter's talking about forming a small or a group of people who are supportive of a change. Oftentimes we find as leaders, when we're trying to encourage our staff or other people to move forward into a new thing and a new change in the ministry, sometimes we get resistance. And sometimes our personal influence is not sufficient, it's not enough to help people to make the change and to do the new thing that we're trying to do. Sometimes we need the help and influence of other people as well. So basically building a guiding coalition is identifying people who can be influencers for you towards a particular change that you want to see happen. So again, a guiding coalition is a team of influential people who can help you lead a change effort. This could relate to people who are influential at any level within your organization or your team or your ministry. So if you're a part of a particular organization, it might be senior leaders in your organization who are influential, who can speak positively into this change you're wanting to make. It could be people locally within your organization that can be influential and speak positively about the change. It might be a supervisor or a manager of some sort on your staff or on your team who is also positive about the change and can be influential. It could even be just a random staff member on your team who is influential. Anybody at all levels is helpful to have because they can have influence and come from a different perspective than others can. Another group of people you could consider being part of this guiding coalition is our stakeholders and sponsors, people who have a stake in what you're doing as a ministry. And again, that might be leaders within your organization, but it could also be sponsors, financial sponsors and funders. It could be your sending agency back in your home country. It could be a foundation that you work with or for. It could be different people you partner with locally or internationally. People who are influential and who have a stake in the ministry, they might be able to help influence others to make this change you're wanting to have. And basically, it's great to have a diverse representation of people who can help make this change. It's your change team, people who are excited and positive about the change you want to see happen and who are willing to act as influencers to the rest of the group to help influence them to also want to make the change. And so basically it makes sense. You want people who are passionate and positive about the change. That's the type of people you want to pull around you, identify and pull in around you to help implement the change you want to happen. And it can be as simple as having individuals who are excited and positive about the change talk to those who aren't so sure, that maybe are having a negative response to the change, right? Or are in a not so good place in the positive response to change. Having people who are willing to talk to those individuals, maybe just one-on-one, listen to them, hear their concerns, their questions, and share their own perspectives and thoughts and feelings. Oftentimes those people can really be influential and help make a change successful. When you think about the case study that we started with in this module, it presumed that we are leading a particular ministry, right? And we're wanting to switch all of our people into a particular foundation's visa, and there are some challenges that come along with it, including lots of reporting of our time on a monthly basis, as well as having to work a certain number of hours to help that foundation every week. Again, if we were thinking about that scenario and you were the leader there, who might you want to pull in to a guiding coalition, to a change team that can help you to convince your team, your ministry, that we need to move and all get our visas under this foundation? Who could you pull in that might help? And maybe you think, again, maybe leaders of my organization that we all work for, maybe they can come in and say some positive words about why this is a good idea. Maybe we can find somebody in our team that already thinks it's a great idea and let them share why it's a good idea. Maybe we ask a representative of the new foundation that we're thinking of coming under, the leader from that foundation, to come and share about why it would be great to work and have a visa under their foundation. Or maybe we find somebody else who already did move under their foundation and they have a positive story to tell about how it was great for their ministry to move under that foundation. Lots of possibilities to think about of who you could pull in, of people who might be positive about the change you want to see happen and help be a positive influence on the rest of your team or others who you also want to make that change. So that's building a guiding coalition.